We're live.
Yay! Dean's doing all the things. He made me a fresh cup of coffee. He got us all set up. He's doing great. So we're here.
Wednesday night yarn adventures
It's so exciting.
from, get this, Possum Kingdom Lake, Texas.
That's right. Possum Kingdom. It's a real place, guys. It's in the state of Texas, and there's a state park, and there's a
Yep.
lake, and there's. I really feel like they're missing on some branding here because
Yeah.
I'm
There
not
needs to
seeing
be
enough
more possums.
possums.
Yeah, for sure. They really should lean into the possums, I think.
I really feel that. All right. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's going well. It's time for some yarn adventures. So, we're going to chat. Our internet is really sketch. So, if we disappear, please let us know.
Or if you can't hear us, or if we're being sketchy and coming in and out, let us know and we'll just record
We'll
this.
record it and post it in a little bit.
It looks like it's okay. It's just intermittently, like the internet just completely drops. It'll be fine for a while, and then the internet will
We just did
go
a
completely
Zoom
away.
meeting
So.
and it dropped it twice in an hour. So, I don't know. This is going to be interesting.
Well,
All right.
we'll see how it
So,
goes.
last week at this time, where were we? I don't even know.
We were
Oh,
going to St. Louis.
no, we were in St. Louis. We were
Yeah,
live from YarnCom last week.
yes.
That was fun. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
that. We had a good time. So Wednesday, I did a bunch of knitting. Thursday, that's all I did was knit.
Yeah, we
Knit.
woke up
Great.
late,
Okay.
just like
Jess says we sound pretty good.
slept in all morning, went to YarnCom,
Yeah.
hung out all day.
Okay, Jess. You need to take advantage of this Possum
Kingdom.
Lake situation too, because I think there needs to be like a knitted possum somewhere. What do you think?
I don't know, maybe.
Jess is really good at those. I am not. Did you see all the things that she finished today?
I did not. I haven't
Oh my
been
gosh,
much on
she
social
had
media.
so much done. She finished an elf sweater, a couple of headbands because she sold one right off her head the other day.
Nice.
And then something else. And I'm really proud of her. Sweater weather adventure continues.
Nice.
As usual. Okay, so she says yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have. I can't wait to see this. I think it's gonna come together at Yellow Rose.
Nice.
So okay. All right. Go back to YarnCom. All right. We were hanging out at YarnCom on Thursday. We traded some yarn from the parking lot.
Yep.
So we picked up a little bit and actually sold most of that already.
And we labeled some yarn.
Labeled.
We opened a box at the store
We
and
did.
some
We
labeling.
got in our Get Knit Faced in Colorado. And we love this yarn. Oh, there's Frogget over there on Instagram. Hey Frogget, how's it going over there? She's finished a pair of socks in her Grinch colorway.
Nice.
Her Grinchmas colorway. Super awesome, which is actually Brian's Christmas colorway.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, look at me knowing stuff today.
Yeah, right?
I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, the Getting It Face in Colorado is fully stocked on the truck. We haven't sold too much of that yet.
Have we been open? Oh, we were open for one day.
So on Friday, we got up and we hung out at the store in the morning. We got to hang out with Steve and Andy from Leading in Fiber Arts because they came in and did a trunk show. Their last one of the year, so they are taking a break until March.
Yeah,
which is awesome. Like they'll still have their store, they'll still have Soul Sale and everything, so you can still get their yarn. So go ahead and do that. But
they're just toning it down for.
They're taking a travel break for a few months, which is great because we all need a break from our yarny travels. They're gonna travel and have fun and doing.
But it's nice to get to hang out and talk with them for a while.
So, on Thursday I did a whole bunch of knitting on my test knit, so that's coming along really nicely. I will show that off. I don't have that over here next to me, so we will not be going to grab that. And then I also have been working on my socks. Do you want to pull them out?
Sure. I only have really one arm, so
I can help you with the
hard to do.
Oh, look, there's stuff in the top of that.
Yep.
All right. I've been working on my Woolens and Nosh.
Like hold one side of that.
Woolens and Nosh Advent countdown socks. So this is day 1 through 10. I don't have 11 on here yet.
Oh, gonna come off. If you're not careful.
Okay. It's fine. I'll pick them up if I drop the stitches. Anyway, loving, it's called Complimentary Cocktails is the name of the colorway. And she really outdid herself this year. I really love the colors.
I really like it.
It's a lot of fun. I've been doing a little slip stitch pattern, so it's nice and easy. Nothing terribly exciting. Every other row, just slip every fourth stitch. So on the instep right now. And then for when I get to the cuffs, which will be very soon because I'm going to be turning a heel very, very soon.
Thursday and knitted
Oh,
that.
yeah. Thursday, I did do that. So on Thursday, we were at the yarn shop, and Heather got in. They got a huge shipment of yarn, and it had all kinds of cool things in it from KFI. And one of those things was this stuff called For Real. Uh,
For
Jess,
real.
Jess. So For Real is like furry. It feels like fur, and it creeps me out, and I don't like working with it. But I made a
In a day.
cowl. Actually, it was
Just
like
cowl
4 hours. I started at
that
like
Heather is
5 o'clock, and then I finished it by like the time I went to bed. So there you go. There's the little furry cowl that I made. So that was fun. And yes, did that go up on the screen?
It did.
Oh, I'm not sure it actually did.
I'm sure it did.
Okay. Anyway, so she loves that stuff. That would make a really good possum.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it'd make a great possum.
Nice gray
So,
color.
okay. Oh, okay. See, now I can see it. I can
Now she
see
sees
it. I
that on
see it
Instagram
on
it
over on
did go up
Instagram that it went
early.
up. Okay, I feel better about that now. Seattle Knitters Guild joining the club over here. That's
Nice,
awesome.
nice.
You know that Jada Wu is a business member of the Seattle
Nice.
Knitters Guild?
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's awesome. We love supporting our small local makers all over
It's
this great
all local
country.
to somewhere.
It is.
So
So, knitting it can't be easy. Um, it's just not my most enjoyable experience. I'm not a big fan of art yarn.
I don't think you thought it was like difficult. You
No,
just really don't like
the
it.
cast, like after I cast on the first row, was a little difficult to go because I was knitting on like 15s, and they were wood and they weren't very
Yeah.
pointy, and so they were like it was catching a lot. Which is not my favorite at all. I much prefer uh my much more slick and sleek Chiaogu stainless steel tips. So yeah. And then what did we do then? Oh, we drove to Bonnie, Illinois and to Bernard Family Farm on Friday after we left the yarn store, and we hung out with our friends there. So we met these lovelies. He's going to show off these guys.
Bernard has tons of animals at the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Just like all sorts of things. They have
So these are the llamas.
llamas, alpacas, they
Yes.
have emus, rhea, they have turkeys and
Chickens,
chickens,
peafowl, peacocks,
sheeps,
sheep, hairy cows. They have
bunnies,
bunnies, like Angora bunnies. They have guineas.
not indigo
They don't
guinea.
have indigo guineas. Speaking of indigo guineas, she sells her truck.
Yeah, I heard.
And Carol Makes, welcome to the Yarn Truck community, Carol Makes. She has purchased the truck, and she'll be having her grand opening in Plainfield, Indiana,
January 4th.
January 4th.
Yeah.
So if you are in the area, stop by and say hello to the newest yarn truck on the scene.
Patty from Diane Yarns over
Oh
there.
man, look at all those awesome people. I'm so excited. So we're in Texas, and that means that there's lots of prickly pear cactus around.
Yes, there was.
That's about it.
And it weren't. I mean, it's cool outside. I think the high here was like 61 today, but it was the high where we left this morning was going to be like 40.
Yeah.
So in Oklahoma City.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's 43 or something was when we have there today. Like
tomorrow is supposed to be lovely. I'm so excited. So this weekend we are headed to Kerrville to the Rogue Skein, which is the newest adventure for Winterstrom Ranch and Mill. And so we're very excited to be down in Kerrville this weekend. Okay, so Bernard Family Farm. Back to the farm. We had a blast hanging out with all these lovely animals, and we met a new friend. Her name is Kit Kat, and Kit Kat really, really, really wants to be a yarn truck kitty. But they said that she couldn't join us yet. So
I also said she couldn't join us, even though I
I
really
know.
wanted her to.
I said
It's
that
like,
too, and I was like, "This is Kit Kat.
this is Kit Kat.
She looks just like Ralph, but she's so dainty.
She's like
She's like
tiny.
she's like a quarter of the size of Ralph even now. And Ralph is like lost a ton of weight. So
But she just wanted to like be held, and
yes, and she's so cute.
she's super cute. And she
Yeah.
just kept coming on the truck and was like, I live here now, so you're gonna have me in the truck.
Yeah, so she was very persistent. But we had a couple other visitors as well. We had Leona who came on the truck too and said hello. And yeah, there's
Kit Kat again.
And then we also had get to meet the dogs.
Yep.
And yeah, we got to pet all the fun bunnies, and they have South Down baby doll sheep and Teeswaters. And so all kinds of, what was the one's name? Priscilla. Priscilla was the baby doll that had lots. She wasn't very confident, and so she got to hang out and enjoy the afternoon. Dean got to put on his telescope both evenings that we were there on the farm. It was super dark and lovely.
Like so clear. It was super dry, super clear. First night was the clearest, and this is what I did the tadpoles. So you can see these couple things here look like tadpoles in a pond. And so that was the first night, and it was like really clear. The wind was not blowing a lot. The second night, the wind was ridiculous.
It was blowing us around a lot. It was chilly too.
Cold.
Yeah, that was the other thing. When we were in St. Louis, we overnighted in the truck. We were really glad we had our furnace, the propane furnace, because it hit a low of about 15. It was quite chilly. So go ahead and show off that one.
Here's the second picture I did of the Heart Nebula, the heart of the heart. So like the center of the Heart Nebula. So you can see like this would be like the top of the heart up here, down to the bottom, down here. But this is right in the middle, and this turned out really good.
It is a heart shape.
I was super happy. Yeah, it's kind of a secondary.
And there's another heart over here.
Yeah.
Look at that. You can make this into a Valentine print.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't already, I know that I think the listing's still up on the website.
It is.
There's still 3 left. We still have 3 calendars left. So if you need a 2025 wall calendar, Dean has those up on the stellarspectrum.com. And that is under wall calendars, or I believe so. Yeah. You can get one of those, and we will be mailing those out on Monday.
A week from
just what is Monday.
Today? I don't even know what today is.
Today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday, yes. Monday.
Hence why we are on the thing.
Yes, that's a good point. That is the day that we do Wednesday. The Young Adventures is on Wednesday.
It really is. Okay. So
this one, the smarts. That's why.
Not really, because you got me. Yeah. Anyway, okay. It's been a rough day around here, guys.
Help me realize what day it is.
All right. So so yeah, we were out there. It was cold.
It was cold, and then really windy that second night. We had a great time during the days on the farm.
Oh, yeah.
They had tons of visitors. We got to hang out and eat dinner with the Bernard family.
We did both nights.
Both nights. So that was a lot of
Friday
fun.
night and Saturday night. They made lots of goodies for
us to share. One night and chili the next night.
Yeah, and so we did that, and what else did we do?
Let's see.
I made friends. Oh, and then we drove back to St. Louis in the rain on Sunday.
Yeah, it rained pretty hard. It was just Sunday, it's only like a couple hours, but it was pretty rainy.
So, if you are looking for something fun to do, they have Little Farm Store at Bernard Family Farms is great. I think she's open on Tuesdays and Sundays or something like that.
And then like appointments.
Yeah, by appointment. But you can always reach out to them, and then they are going to be open, I think, this weekend as well.
It's a legit farm store.
Yeah,
they have a ton of stuff in there. They have lots of yarn. They have lots of other stuff too. So
fiber and gifts.
Fibery gifts and fiber related things and farm related stuff.
So whenever you're ready to go visit the farm and check that out, it's only 2 hours, like I said, from St. Louis. So you can definitely just jaunt right over there and
easy
say
day
hello.
trip from St. Louis and probably from Louisville too. I don't.
Oh yeah, definitely from
It's probably
Louisville.
shorter to Louisville than it is to St. Louis.
Yeah,
I didn't
probably.
actually time that, but
Well, because it's just past.
it's south of
It's
Mount
it's
Vernon,
just
so
past Mount Vernon on 64. So, it is just like
I'm gonna put the
not far at
GPS
all.
on it and see how far it is.
All right, so we went back to St. Louis and back to Matt and Heather's house. Matt made us a fantastic dinner. Thank you, Matt, for the delicious soup that he made.
2 hours and 45 minutes from
Is
Louisville,
it?
so
Wow,
that's a
I
little
didn't think it was
farther.
that
Yeah,
far.
it's
All right,
closer to like Evansville and Paducah.
I'm gonna show this off, so
So
don't knock my
I will
coffee
do
over
my
for a
best not to
second.
knock that over,
All
since
right,
I
so
just
I
worked so
have
hard to make
been.
it.
I know. Here, you want to hold it?
No, I mean as long as you're okay with it there.
All right. Dean made me coffee. It's really good. Um, I have been working on my descent, and I am literally a row away from my sleeve divide. I thought I was gonna make it before we got on the air, but just didn't quite do it. So would help if I didn't get quite so distracted, and then I just kind of set it down this afternoon, didn't work on it at all.
Well, today, I mean, we only drove 3.5 hours today.
There it is,
I drove like
looking so good.
a
Okay,
little short of 2 hours, and Katie's like, I want you to drive for a couple of hours so I can knit. And she drove, or I drove, and you were
I
like,
played on my
you just play on
phone.
your
I
phone for like
chatted.
three,
No,
four.
I
No, I know you doing all.
I
You
knit
were
like
like,
3 rounds then, and then I
but you
chatted with
were chatting,
Amanda,
and
and I did all kinds of fun stuff.
which is fine. I mean,
Anyway,
we got plenty of
yeah,
time. But
we had tons of time. Tomorrow we have lots of time too.
yeah,
We had originally planned to do this Christmas lights thing, and it was supposed to be we were setting up tomorrow
yeah.
night in South Texas, but now we're not setting up till Friday.
We ended up switching,
So
so we're just doing Friday and Saturday at the Rogues game.
So
So
we are very leisurely making our
yeah,
way to South Texas. So we might stop in Fredericksburg tomorrow
yeah,
or something.
maybe have lunch at one of
Yeah.
those four places.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
winery.
yeah.
The vineyards and wine country in South Texas is really cool. So the
Back.
only other time that we've gotten to spend time there is the year that we threw the main serpentine belt in Ellie, which was super fun, and I really don't recommend it.
Yeah, we got to spend an extra night in Fredericksburg, Texas, which was awesome. We had a great time there.
Fredericksburg's
What
great.
we did not have a great time doing was driving the 12 hours back to Berryville, where I could work the next day.
We hauled butt.
Actually, that was
I drove it all.
the net.
I
Like
drove
I
every bit of
actually
it.
ended up being I. That was a Monday, and
Yeah.
we didn't get back until late on Tuesday.
No.
Dr. Taylor ended up doing an extra day because we were going to drive it all on
No, we
Monday.
did it Monday. We drove it all
We
on
drove it
Monday.
on Monday.
We
Okay.
started at 1 p.m. because that was as soon as we
Yeah. I had called him and told him that that might be
Yeah.
the case,
So we
and
made it.
because yeah, but it
We did it.
was
We got you to work on
still late.
it. Was one of those times where we said, this is it. We're never doing this again. This was terrible. And we really started thinking about doing full-time yarn truck.
Yep.
But that's okay.
Yep.
But you know what we get to do now? We get to go see people like Jas
And
and
when
Sarah
stuff
and
like
Winter
that
Strong.
happens to us, it's like not as big a
It's
deal.
really not.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. So, anyway, there's like 7 people watching us ramble about nothing. This is great.
Back to our so we left Bernard Family
Yeah,
Farm on
yeah,
Sunday,
and
drove back to
then
St.
we had
Louis.
Stoop
Yep.
with the Swan family. We stay at the Swan in their house, and so we call it the Swan Yard
Yep.
because we camp in their yard, which is great. And then
So yeah, Matt cooked for us, and the next day
Monday we went to the zoo.
it
The
was like
St.
a
Louis Zoo.
experience St. Louis
Oh man, it
day.
was great, guys. Okay, so if you haven't been to the St. Louis Zoo, we highly recommend it. This is our third or fourth
I
trip to
think
the
third
zoo.
time to the
Yeah.
zoo. Yeah.
And one of the best things about the St. Louis Zoo is that it's free. So, general admission is free
It's
for
$10
adults.
for parking.
Yep.
But
For a regular size vehicle.
yeah,
We borrowed Heather's car, so we were driving a regular vehicle for the day.
Katie got to zip around St.
I
Louis.
did. I get to zip. It was great. But oversized vehicle parking is $20. So, if we had taken the yarn truck, that's what we would have to
But
do.
we it's free entry, and they're super nice. The staff super nice. The animals were all out. Like it was. I mean, we've been to the zoo. I mean, we've been to what 35, 40 zoos at
40
this
something
point.
zoos and aquariums. Yeah.
And it's like there's a good chance that like half the animals either aren't out, they're being fed back behind in their,
Enclosures,
enclosures or inside,
yeah,
or there's something, or they're just hiding in their,
or it's just not the right time of year for them.
they're on
You
their exhibit,
know,
but they're tucked way back in the corner.
because it's so hot or it's so cold or
All
it's
the
whatever,
animals
right?
were out.
Yeah,
Like,
we got to see. I think I posted a video of the Amur leopard hacking a hairball, which was
yes, we were
excellent.
just standing there, and Katie was like,
I was talking.
you were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a video, and then like we hear the leopard just start like growl. We thought it
Yeah,
was growling,
no,
and
he was hacking
no,
a hairball. It
turned
was
around and it was
great.
like,
So
but
that was
like
really
at
fun.
leopard
Yeah,
deep voice volume.
and then we got to see the mama tiger and the triplets,
Yep,
who are like a year old. So that was crazy.
they were all playing,
They were
and
playing. It was great. And then we saw. Oh, we saw
the
camels and
red
zebra
pandas
and
were
red
out
pandas, and we saw sea lions and harbor seals, and we saw,
talking.
yeah, the takin were
Uh,
out. A lot of the antelope, the giraffes were
we
out.
only did the
We
like right half of the zoo as you're
Yeah,
looking at the map,
we only did
because
the hill.
we
Yeah, that was about as much as we saw the primate house too. We went to that.
yeah, we went through the primate house.
So we only did like a quarter of the zoo or so, third of the zoo.
Probably a third.
But you know what? We already have a day to go back, so
Mhm.
we're very excited. It was really great weather. It was a Monday in December, and so there's like no school groups.
There was
There
like
was
less
like
than 10% of the usual zoo
yes,
people
it was
there. It
great.
was awesome.
Um,
The weather was cool, but it was like 50,
yeah,
and so it was like hoodie weather, but not cold. Like you
it
could just
wasn't
walk around
raining.
forever.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't raining. It didn't. Yeah, so it was great. We will. We really like the zoo anyway, and so we'll definitely be back. But after the zoo, we headed over to the St. Louis Science Center.
Which we had never been to.
Yeah, we have passed under it quite a few times because it's
Yes.
literally like right across the interstate from the zoo and down what, maybe a mile? Not even a
Yeah, no,
mile.
not even a
It's
mile.
right next to like Barnes Jewish Hospital and a couple other places down that
They
way
have
as
a lot of their
well.
city museums
Hmm.
in that area, and yeah, we parked over there. We actually met Matt and Heather came
Hmm.
and did that museum with us, and we walked through. They have a lot of sciencey stuff. We walked through and did a lot of the exhibits. They had a big
They
gaming exhibit.
they had a huge gaming exhibit. Like there's a video of me playing Giant Mario, like Super Mario, and then we
And
played
then they had
some Minds game things
yeah,
and some other. We played a big Pac-Man style, or not Pac-Man, but
it was kind of like,
arcade game,
yeah,
like battling
arcade
against it.
battle game,
Yeah, so it was a
and
lot of fun. And then we went upstairs and played with Legos,
yeah,
and then we went over to the planetarium. And on the walk to the planetarium, you walk over I-64. So you can see the bridge, like we've passed under it a lot, but that was pretty cool. And then Dean stepped on all of the windows
they
that
have like
freaked me out.
windows on the floor, like
Oh
looking
god,
down
they
on
freaked
the
me out.
interstate, which
Yeah,
they're super solid.
I
But
know they are, but I just
Katie
can't
like
handle it.
can't. She also, like, when you're walking in
No,
this like on city
nope.
streets where there are grates, she can't walk over the grates. She has to
New
walk
York
around
City
them.
freaks me out because there's like sections where this is like the whole sidewalk is a grate over the subway, and I'm can't. Um,
But we walk. So once you go over there, you're in. They had an exhibit called the Vault, and it was a
one of the
bunch of
things,
like random stuff. They had like
yeah,
a
it was
bunch of
like
historical exhibits. But then one of the things at the end of it was a Doctor Who exhibit.
the TARDIS was there and a collection of all of these screwdrivers, the
And
sonic screwdrivers that the Doctor has.
and not just like the ones that the doctor carried, but like the one-offs that like
Um, the third or
River
14th
had,
Doctor,
and
the
like
14th Doctor and his sonic sunglasses were in
yes,
there. Jane's
Sarah
Sarah
Jane's,
Jane's
yeah,
lipstick
yeah,
case, and then a couple of things like that.
yeah.
They were so cool. And then so you get to
They had
see
a bunch of
that.
quotes from all the
Yeah,
doctors, and yeah, it
it
was
was
very
really,
cool.
really neat. We really liked that. And then we went over to the planetarium and we watched the night sky.
Yeah,
And because it was so cloudy and rainy for most of that 2 days, we got to experience that night sky without having to be outside,
yep.
which made me very happy because I don't like being cold.
Because it got pretty cloudy after
Yeah.
that. After we were in Illinois, it was pretty cloudy in St. Louis, but yeah, it was a good presentation. It was like a 45-minute
Yeah.
presentation.
And her name was Emma, and she did a
Yep,
great job.
did a great job.
So good job, Emma.
She talked about astrophotometry
She
Put
did.
up like 3 or 4 pictures of our photography, and we're all just as good or better as those, I
They
thought.
really
So
were. The
yeah,
Pleiades was definitely yours was better.
yeah,
Okay. So we then Heather got us to go to
yeah.
Garden Glow
At the
um
botanical
at the
gardens.
Missouri Botanical Gardens. And so we went to the very first opening. So like it was like the 5:30 opening or whatever, or 5 o'clock opening. But it's a big light exhibit. And so you like go through and it's like just Christmas lights and music and you walk through the whole
It's
garden.
huge. I mean, the botanical garden,
Yeah.
like quite a few. This one was gigantic.
And it was
Like
gorgeous. They did such a great job.
they had,
Um
and we've even been through some botanical garden areas that like turned into Christmas light things
yeah.
in December,
hmm
and this one I think was probably the best one.
This was really, really good. And we did,
Because
yeah.
they had a ton of like little,
They
hot
had
chocolate things
we
and
had
apple
Dippity
cider.
Donuts.
Yeah, that was good.
Dippity Donuts. It's a little donut truck, but they only do mini donuts, like donut holes. And we got the s'mores
So you
ones.
get like a
They were
dozen donut
so
holes,
good.
and the s'mores one, it had like, chocolate and marshmallow and graham cracker all over it,
It
and
was
it
really,
was
really good.
so good.
And apparently it was like at the end of the little walkthrough, but we cut over and got it like at the beginning when there was no line.
We like
So
walked in, and
I
we
was
were
like,
like,
ooh,
everyone was
donuts.
kind of going to the right, and it was like, let's go over here to the donuts.
So we decided that I make better cider than the cider people there, but that's
The
okay.
cider was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
It was literally just like apple cider that they
But if
warmed
you have
up,
a chance
but
to go to the Glow.
it was
And
really cool. We have
yeah,
tons of pictures here. Let me see if we can.
I think it's like $20 a ticket and totally worth it, and it runs through January 4th. So if you're looking for something to do with your family, um, yeah, there you
You probably have
go.
better
I
ones.
have like a bunch of videos.
Yeah. Oh, you just
Yeah, I
videos. You
did
don't.
mostly
Okay.
videos.
Well, then I'll do this one.
Do that one. That's a great one. Okay, so we did that. We spent most of the evening doing that, and then we went and had sushi
We
ordered
actually
in,
ordered
which
in
was great.
sushi.
And yeah, so on Tuesday morning we left really early, and we drove all the way to Oklahoma City. That was yesterday, and we set up last night at OK Cider Company in downtown Oklahoma City in the Film District. And
I think I knew that.
yeah, Film Row. That's what they call it there.
Cool.
I was like,
Learned
yeah,
something.
no. Anyway, if you get a chance, highly recommend. Great cider. They call it beer inspired cider.
Mm-hmm.
They had a full lineup of that. They also had Kinder cider, which is just sparkling apple juice, which was
Mm-hmm.
my choice of drink for the evening.
It was really good too.
Yeah, it was great. Um,
Got to see lots of people that we knew. It's
yeah,
been a while. We hadn't Oklahoma City since April, and and so we got to see a lot of people that we knew.
it's
And
great. They always welcome us.
yeah,
They're always very excited to see us and invite us along. We couldn't schedule Yarnatopia this time, but if you do get a chance to visit local yard store, there are a few in the Oklahoma City area, including Christie's Fiber Shop or Christie's Fiber Arts
arts.
in
Yep.
Edmond, Sealed with a Kiss, and Yarnatopia. I know those three for sure.
There's another one too. Weren't they talking about another one?
There was one more, but I don't remember what it is now.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
So definitely check out some local yarn shops in the Oklahoma City area. And if you're looking for a knit group, I know that they meet
Knitting
every
around the city every Tuesday at OK Cider Co.
yep,
Five
and
to like
5:30.
5:30 to 8:30.
Yeah.
Usually, when we've come, like 2 times we've gone, they've closed it down because
Yeah.
they hang out
We
for a
had a
while. But
really good time and we hang out. Most of the time, most of them are getting there about 6 though,
yeah,
so after they get off work. So anyway, what else? What's going on? Oh, then this morning we stayed in a hotel last night.
kind of
The
slept
first
in
time in
late
a week.
again.
Yep.
It's the first time we stayed in a hotel in like
Yeah.
many weeks.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of staying in the truck and staying with family and friends, but we drove here. It was like 3.5 hours, pretty leisurely. We got here by like 2.
Yep.
Went to
We
the
set it
grocery
up.
store. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
have
have dinner in a
some
minute. It's gonna be great.
chicken and macaroni and cheese for dinner.
Yep.
And let's see. Yeah, tomorrow making our way down towards Kerrville
Yep.
and be there this weekend, and that is our final event for 2024.
Right now.
Theoretically,
You never know. We might throw another pop up in there.
we are going. We are heading back up to St. Louis for New Year's. So
yeah, we'll be back in St. Louis for New Year's. So if you've been following along, you know that we're doing the Fiber Frenzy for New Year's at YarnCom. We will be there basically the 1st
from New
through
Year's,
the 7th.
yeah,
And in January, and Fold Out Cat will also be there starting the 1st-ish or so. She's having classes, so she's going to be teaching some spinning classes, including acoustic wheels. So that's the ones you treadle, traditional treadle wheels. And then we're also doing an electric wheel class with the electric eel wheel. Helena's teaching a couple of dyeing sessions. Those are up on the website right now, yarncomstl.com. And
so
then
all
I will,
through the 2nd and the 5th, through the 5th,
yeah.
there'll be all these classes kind of going on.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm teaching a couple of mending and embroidery classes. We will make sure and tell you as soon as those hit. So, oh yeah,
Oh, hi Patty.
yeah,
What's
Patty
doing
says yes.
Saturday?
So as soon as those are up on the website, we will let you know. But otherwise, go ahead and plan to come on out to YarnCom either during the day or in the evenings, and we'll be doing stuff all week.
Because a lot of us will be hanging out
Yeah.
there for a lot of the time.
Mhm.
The store will be hopping there, and on Saturday night you can get a ticket to the
Yes.
Cozy Inn.
Yeah.
And stay at the yarn shop all night. You can either sleep or not. I think there will probably be a lot of not sleeping going on in the shop. Katie might duck out
I
back
will
to the
be
yarn
right
truck,
here and sleeping.
sleeping right here. So
It's all good.
I will probably be awake all night. I think Q's gonna be awake all night, and Heather's gonna be awake all night.
And then I will borrow a
You and
car
Helena,
in the
Alexa
morning,
will
and
be
we will
the
go get some breakfast for you guys, and we're gonna have a grand time at that. So, you
just
can
gonna be
check
a
that out.
fun place to hang
Yeah,
out.
you can check out the Cozy Inn on the website right now, yarncomstl.com, and that one is 125 to 175 depending on which swag package you pick. So.
And the swag, I think, has a blanket in
I
it.
hear there's a blanket.
Yeah, we don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know that for
actually
sure,
know.
but
Apparently, we're helping plan this, but I have no idea what's going on now at this point. So, yeah, we've been planning some dates right and left. So, you guys, we'll be talking more about new dates coming up very soon, including some dates in Florida.
yep, we have 3 dates in Florida in February,
and then some in New Mexico,
yeah.
and some all over the South. So come and hang out with us anytime, and we will see you guys very, very soon. We're going to go now. Happy knitting, happy crafting, all the good things. Enjoy it.
Happy crafting.